Welcome to a new video. This game is against Marc Esserman, an international master from USA, rated 2676 in Blitz and around 2438 in FIDE. Well, here is how the game went ahead. He played e4, e6, d3, d5. This is called the French Defense King's Indian variation. He went knight d2, takes, knight c6, knight f3, bishop c5. And here this is a slightly aggressive setup with e5, and now I'm basically looking to go bishop e6 and queen d7 and bishop h3. So that's the basic plan of this move. He went h3, so now I have a target when I go queen d7 as well. Here, instead of defending the pawn, he just blundered it with queen e2, and of course I just gobbled it. And after knight c4, I played rook e8 to support this pawn on e5. Then he went bishop g5. I removed my knight because I did not want to double pawn. Following this, he played king h2. Then I exchanged and went queen g4 with the idea of knight f4 and e4. He let me do it, and I was very happy with this position. But then suddenly rook h4 came in, and I'm losing that pawn. So he took the pawn, and now I struck with the move f5. The point here is he cannot take, because if he does, then I get this, and after fg6 there is rook f2 check, and I'm better in that position. So he has to push e5, and now I go knight e7, idea being knight d5 and somehow trapping this rook or pushing f4. He goes rook d1, not allowing me to from playing knight d5, so I went rook d8 again with the threat of knight d5. And now he lets me win the battle of the d5 square playing rook h1. So I go knight d5, rook h4 and h5. h5 here was a blunder, and well, it was not possible to take it because of knight f4 check and knight e2, but it was a massive positional mistake, and just after king f1 I could not save it. So I went ahead for some counter attack with f4, and he here was a bit greedy and he took the pawn. Now I went fg3, and over here it's still a very equal position. He can just take this back, and I have nothing per se, and he can also just give checks, and well, he just played knight g5, and this was a blunder. And here I came up with a brilliant sacrifice, g2 check. He went king into g2, knight f4 check, king f1, and now instead of taking the queen, I go queen b1, because if I take the queen here, then there is rook to h8 mate. So instead I go queen b1 check, queen e1, takes, and knight h5, and after he takes, I just push b5, and he resigns. Actually, he flagged, because now when he moves his knight anywhere, I'll just take on e5, and this is completely losing for him. So yeah, that's how this game ending, and I ended up defeating an IM from USA with 3+0. He's also a streamer, so he was actually streaming this game when I played against him. Well, that's it.